Hi, I'm here by name of Denis.
Irene,
Denis,
Diane,
and Hertier.
Here we are a group of students from Kepler, and we need to talk more about the challenge-based learning, about what we have studied in, and what to come up after getting some knowledge from challenge-based learning. Firstly, when we start at the beginning, we learn about like a big idea, and we have seen that big idea is a community. And the community we have defined as a relationship between people or even and everything surround them. And simply when you say a community, it's everything around you. So after getting the meaning of big idea of community, we come up with a challenge, and we were looking for the challenge that our community is facing. Firstly, we talked about the consumption of drugs, as most of different parts of our community they used to consume drugs. So after getting that there is a challenge of consumption of drugs, we come up with a challenge. I would like to give a speech for Denis so that can tell us about the challenge.
The community is consumption of drugs. We've come up with a challenge of raising awareness of Kimirongo youth about the impact of drug abuse on their socio-economic development. Let me welcome Irene to talk about the research findings.
thank you. After getting this challenge, we decided to conduct a research in the Indian village where you have same population of 50 people. In those separate methods, we divide those people into categories where we used 12 people in focus group, 10 people for questionnaires, and 10 and 20 people for interviews. We have divided people according to the skills they have about the research. We have divided the people who use questionnaire as those people who are illiterate and know how to read. And we used interview for people who we know they are more knowledge about the drug abuse or don't have a time to answer the questionnaires. Also, in interview, I have asked the sales leaders in youth about how drug abuse is used in their village. So I can welcome my colleague Mike to talk about the findings.
And thank you, my partner, for giving me this opportunity. And after getting the opportunity, the time for conducting research, we come up with data, statistical data, which can help us to come up with solutions. So on my side, I would like to talk about the statistical data we have gathered from the field. Firstly, we have seen that even among youth, as long as we are concerned more about youth, the contribution of youth for fighting against drugs, I've seen that most of the people, most of youth, they don't even know like their responsibility for fighting against drugs. As from the statistical data, I've seen that among our sample population, I've seen that 50% was not aware about what they are supposed to do in order to fight against drugs. And for drug consumption, I've seen in our sample population of at Lindiro village, I've seen that 15% of our people used to consume drugs from the statistical data get from field. Also, I've seen that 10% of youth also used to take tobacco, and they are said they used to take tobacco because of their companies, because of their friends. So after getting that issue, that our youth, our community are consuming drugs, especially tobacco, marijuana, and can you remind me the next one?
And the Mugo.
Yeah, in the Mogo. So we say that anyways, it's our responsibility for come up with a solution so that we can say that at least after getting here there's an issue, there's a challenge. What can we do? What can we provide as a support? So I would like to give a time for the so that can tell us about the possible solutions that we come up with and the one which I think is the best for overcoming this issue.
Thank you, Mike, for giving me a speech. After knowing that there is a big idea, which was a community, there is a challenge, there is some consequences, and knowing that those challenges are be done in the community, we didn't come back and sit without reacting. We came and decided to come up with some solutions which may be taken in the community in order to eradicate the drug abuse. So some of the solutions which we took, it was about sensitizing the youth in Kimironko, this sector, I say this sector because with sensitizing this youth should be done at the radio, to give some announcement at the radio to teach people that consuming drugs can bring out some consequences. Other solutions was about creating jobs for the youth in order to be occupied each time so that they cannot get a time for being outside and consume those kind of drugs. Another solution was about creating clubs in each sector, in each school, the club which will teach people may be able to teach each other and show them what can be the consequences of consuming drugs. So among those solutions, we came up with only one solution which we saw that it can work in the good way, and we can be able to do the follow-up to see if the solution is being applicable. So the solution was about creating clubs, and the one which we did, creating club which will help the youth to teach each other in this sector so that the youth may know about consequences and what can come up in consuming drug abuse. So about the solutions, let me welcome my colleagues to talk about the solution if we did this successfully.
Well, after getting those solutions, as you know, when you want to solve a certain problem in the community, you first find solutions, and after getting the solutions, you also take another step to implement those solutions so that the problem can be solved in the community. So we went ahead and went to implement those solutions in Kibagabaga cell, where we gathered youth in that cell and brought those youth together, and we started informing them what drugs are, the impacts of drugs, the negative impacts, and what can be done to avoid those drug consumptions. So we went ahead and also asked them if they are aware of the drugs. Some of them, luckily enough, we found that they know exactly some drugs, but others told us they take them unwilling. They never knew that they are drugs, but we told them this is a drug, that's not a drug. So also continuing with, we asked them if there are some that are taking drugs, and being honest, some of them told us we take drugs, and they told us the reasons that they were the reasons behind that they are taking those drugs. So we also told them some of the solutions that they can also help us to avoid the drug consumption in Kibagabaga cells, and their leaders also promised us that they will be putting into consideration those solutions. We created there the anti-drug club so that they can help us to sensitize and avoid the further consumption of the drugs. We also told those youth to also tell like the parents, because they said some parents take some drugs and their children copy that habit from the parents. So they agree that they will be telling the parents also, like telling the parents the negative impacts of the drugs, and that I guess that was the ways that we implemented the solutions, and it will work effectively. So let me come with some further information.
Thank you, Diane. To clarify, I would like to say that the youth that we talked to was the INHOR, and the INHOR are students who graduate from senior 6. From there, the cell leader was there, and the cell leader promised that he's going to go further and tell other people, the parents of the youth, and the other people in general who live in Kimilong, so that the impact of our outreach can reach further than we did. So let me welcome Mike to conclude.
Thank you for sharing your ideas. I think now at least you are helping some people who are watching this video. So on my side, as I'm concluding, I can tell you, if you are watching this video and you already used to consume drugs, please make sure that what you are doing is not good, and it has a negative impact on your life, even in your community. So if you need, or if you have a hope that you will have like a future, a bright future, make sure that you stop for taking drugs and start doing right things in the right way. So I hope and I believe that if you're watching this video, it's gonna help you. And if even you didn't used to consume drugs, make sure to sensitize furthermore apart from what we did, so that everyone can be aware about the negative impact of consuming drugs on the social economic of our community. So thank you.